This is part 13 of the á'isla Handbook. In this video, we'll be going through the days of the week in á'isla. So first up, we have Halilas. Halilas. And that is Sunday. Next we have Nachpens. Nachpens. For some reason it never highlights what I want it to highlight. So I'm trying to highlight this whole word, Nachpens. And that is Monday. Next we have Mathpens. Mathpens. Notice the difference in accent placement. Halilas. So the accent goes on the last syllable. Nachpens. Accent goes on the first syllable. Then it switches again. Mathpens. Mathpens. So we're accenting the last syllable again. And Mathpens is Tuesday. Juduchpens. Juduchpens is Wednesday. Moopens. Moopens is Thursday. Sekapens. Sekapens is Friday. Now there's two words for Saturday. There's Koksiud. Koksiud. Or Katlapens. Katlapens. That is Saturday. So you can use either of these names for Sunday. You can say Koksiud, or you can continue. I'm just about to explain this, but Katlapens is related to the days from Monday to Friday. Koksiud isn't really related to it. Halilas isn't really related to it. But these days from Monday to Friday, aside from being weekdays, are also related in word structure. So if we scroll down, it says, do you notice something similar between the names of the first 10 numbers in á'isla and the names of the weekdays? So numbers from 1 to 100 are listed near the back of the á'isla Handbook. So same before, these 5 days, these 5 words, are related to each other because they are counting words. Nachpens means the first day, and Monday is the first day of the work week. So Nachpens comes from noch, which means one. So noch is one, Nachpens is the first weekday. Mathpens is Tuesday, that's the second workday. Ma'aloch is 2. So Mathpens means the second day. That's Tuesday. Juduch means 3. Juduchpens means third day. So that's Wednesday. Much means 4. Moopens means fourth day or Thursday. Sekioch means 5. Sekapens is the 5th day. And if you go with this name, this word for Saturday, Katloch is 6. Katlapens is the 6th day. So you'll be continuing the counting pattern if you use katlapens for Saturday. But you don't have to. You can say kaksiud instead. It's called kaksiud because it basically means to split the day in half. So back in the old days, we used to work a half day on Saturday. So that's why it's called kaksiud, because the day is being split in half for work. That's the way it used to be. And those are the á'isla days of the week. So again, if you want to try and memorize the order of the words, memorize the numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So all of these words coincide with each of these counting days, each of these names in English. Also pay attention to the S on the end. Like for example, I saw somebody write or heard somebody say "sakyapen" for Friday. It's "sakyapens." The S is part of the word. It's part of this suffix. So it's not sakyoch plus pun. It's sakyoch plus puns. So the S is part of the word. Please do not leave it off. It also is a consistent sound. If you listen closely, I always say s, nachpuns, math, or nachpuns. Nachpuns. I was putting the accent in the wrong place there. Nachpuns, mathpuns, juduchpuns. So I'm always making the same sound for the S. S always sounds like S. It doesn't sound like Z, like in English. If you say nachpuns, then you're saying it more like it's English. But it's not English, it's á'isla. So in á'isla, the S always sounds like S. So it's nachpuns and not nachpuns. It doesn't make a Z sound. Or it doesn't get left off either. It's not nachpun. So make sure you pronounce the S accurately and you include it in your pronunciation of the word. So if you do that, you will get really good at pronouncing the á'isla days of the week. Wah.